This is first lecture of Introduction to Physics, in which we will explain what is the physics. Physics deal with the energy and metals. Here are some example of physics. We discuss them. First, sunrise in the morning and sunset in the morning. The physics principle involved in sunrise in the morning. Firstly, we discuss circular motion. Circular motion, where an object moves in a circular path around a fixed point. For example, earth rotation is a circular motion. And second, reality motion. Reality motion, the apparent motion of sun across the sky, is an example of reality motion, where the motion of one object is observed from the perspective of another. And then the scattering of sunlight in the atmosphere is an example of optics, and where light interact with particle in the atmosphere. And then example, heat and light from burning. And according to the physics, heat and light from burning are produced due to the following process: chemical reaction, exothermic reaction, kinetic energy, chemical energy, etc. And then yellow orange color of sky. Yellow orange color of sky. How does physics build on the yellow orange color of sky? The yellow orange of the sky during sunrise and sunset can be explained by physics as follows. Firstly, we can explain in scattering of light. During sunrise and sunset, in the sun rays traveling through a longer distance in the atmosphere, encountering more molecules and particles. As a result, the shorter wavelength of light are scattering away and leaving minorly in the longer wavelength, like red and orange. Due sunrise and sunset, the sun rays travel through a longer distance in the atmosphere, encountering more molecules and particles. As a result, the shorter wavelength of light are scattered away, leaving minorly the long wavelength to reach our eyes. And then filing of objects. Filing of object principle involved in some rules can be explained. They are behave the rule of gravity. The earth mass create a gravitational field which attract object with mass towards its center. According to Newton's law of universal gravitation, every point mass attract every other point mass by a force acting along in the interacting both point. When object is dropped, it falls toward the ground due to the gravitational force. And then the spherical shape of soft bubble is a result of the minimization of surface area due to the surface tension, energy minimizations, and the equilibrium between internal and external pressure. And then moon orbiting around the earth. Moon orbiting around the earth can be explained by the physics. Gravitational force. The earth mass create a gravitational field that attract the moon toward it. Centripetal force. When gravitational force act on the moon, provide the centripetal force necessary for it follow a curved path around the earth. In other to play cricket, football, hockey, and other games, we follow some rules. Similarly, the physical phenomena of our nature follow some rules or principles. And natural physical phenomena, and then observation discover basic law. When we see something in the universe, in nature, we observe it. What is this? And then we apply some rules to it. When Newton observed law of gravitational and law of motions, what is the physics? Physics is the study of various physical phenomena and the fundamental law. Note, the law of physics are not invented by people, they are only discovered. Physics is a natural science. Natural science deal with the natural phenomena, and physics is the physical science deal with our physical world, and physics in the fundamental science and deal with the most basic thing of the nature. Most basic things of nature, for example, force, motion, metal, light, sound, heat, etc. And then national phenomena. There are three categories: physical, chemical, and biological. Physical, then formation of rainbow, formation of cloud; chemical, conservation of food into ash; and biological, pumping of blood by heart. And then further explain one by one. Branches of physics: first classical physics and then modern physics. And what is the classical physics? According to the classical analysis of this microscopic component and Newton law motion as the background in the study of the in the study of classical physics, there are some category: classical mechanics, wave mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetic optics. And then modern physics, they are developed after the 19th century, and atomic physics, nuclear physics, and quantum physics. And firstly, what is the classical mechanics? Classical mechanics is the study of a fact produced by a force, or the study how object move under the influence of forces. For example, motion of the car, loading on an bridge, and there are some example arts. And then wave physics. Wave physics, moving in disturbance or vibration of energy from point to point. For example, wave on water surface. And then thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is the study of effect produced by heat, for example, working of engine, working of refrigerators. And then electromagnetism produced by an electrical and magnetic changes, for example, working on speakers, working of UPS inverters. And then optics is the study of effect produced by light, for example, color of sky, image produced by plane mirror. And then modern physics developed after 19th century. Firstly, atomic physics. Atomic physics is the study of structure of an atomic and subatomic particles, for example, working of laser, working of x-ray machine. And then nuclear physics deal with atomic nuclei and other particles, for example, nuclear power generations, carbon dating, and working of radiotherapy machine. And then quantum mechanics deal with the behavior of matter and energy of atomic scale, for example, smartphones, electron microscope, and MRI. And then importance of physics, they are discussed in the next lecture. If you like my lecture, then like and subscribe, and if you have any confusion in the lecture, you can ask in the comment.